All right, let's get into my favorite part of every episode. And usually it's because Mike surprises me with something, but this time we're actually going to help everyone out. So, welcome to Lifeline, where we give you advice, whether it's don't charge cover to enter your wedding, don't call your girlfriend Tony Pizza, and just stop that behavior. It's not allowed, it's not permitted. This week, we're going to talk about presents to get for Christmas for your sports loving girlfriend, because Liz and I are sports loving girly pops, and you know what? Do not get me like a Sephora gift card. Don't do it. Like, there's no thought that goes into that. The gift cards annoy me because it's like there's no thought that goes into that. Do not get your girlfriend a gift card. Liz, do we agree on this?
Oh my god, yeah. Gift cards are for aunts and uncles who are doing their best to stay connected to their teenage children their teenage nieces and nephews, and they're being super generous with the gift. The 6 closest people in your life should not be receiving a gift card from you.
Exactly. Like, that's not a thing. Okay, so sports loving girlfriends, of which I am one. You are a sports loving girly pop as well. What are good Christmas presents, Hanukkah presents, holiday gifts, birthday gifts for you, the woman in your life who is a sports girly?
Okay, I will start it off with girls accessorize. We are always looking for, you layer different parts of your outfit, you match the colors and all these sorts of things. So I am pro something small and minimal with the sport. Okay, people can get jerseys and that's fine, and trust your gut. If you think, your girlfriend really wants a jersey of a specific player, good for her. Go piss girl, whatever she wants. But something that I really like getting as a gift is something that's with my sports team's logo on it that's a little bit more minimalist. Something I can layer, something I can use to accessorize. So, and a good example, I have this wall behind me of all these different hats. I turn all of these bad boys into outfits. You can find all these different ways to incorporate it, and it's not necessarily shoving it in your face. Because sometimes you want to wear something to support a team, but you're not always feeling like wearing a massive kind of logo on your chest or something like that. So something that I really like, team merch and stuff like that, going to the more associated team merch places, so something like Line Change or Peace Collective or some Etsy shops and stuff like that. That's what I feel like most girls are a little bit more into, something that they would wear kind of outside of just the sports setting. I feel like is a really good indicator. It's not just something that she would wear to a game, it's something she would wear in day-to-day life. So really simple shirts, simple hats. A big fan of the hats. Sweatpants I find are really, really good as well. Something that just is a little bit more settled, not so in your face, with the team logo on it, I think is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, all of that, literally fantastic. Peace Collective is one of my absolute favorite brands, not only because the products are insanely high quality. Like, the first ever Peace Collective sweater I bought said Home is Toronto on it. It is 10 years old next year, and that thing looks brand new. Like, the quality of the actual product at Peace Collective is incredible. The other thing I love about Peace Collective is every purchase you make gives back to a different, they give 10% to a different charity. So they just dropped a Mean Girls collection for Black Friday, and 10% is going to breast cancer. They do a men's mental health one. They do Toronto, like, if you buy like Home is Toronto stuff right now, it goes to sheltering the homeless. Like, there's so many things that Peace Collective as a brand does in terms of giving back. So like, you can buy sports stuff on there if she wants something sports. Like, 10 out of 10 recommend that. They like football, like all that stuff. Finding like a solid brand, I'm so there with you.
And the most important part of it too is, like, I think the big thing for me is always the logos. So nice, they have a bit more of a vintage feel to them a lot of the time, where it's, again, not just like the logo screen printed onto the chest or anything like that, but it's also the fit of the clothing. Like, I'm sorry, I will scream this 1,000 times, I can't style a Gildan t-shirt. Like, that is for pajamas. No. And that's what you go to like the team gear stores and stuff like that, and you get these big t-shirts. Like, your girlfriend can't really do anything with that. Maybe she can, but she doesn't want to. So like the nice little crop tops or like the quarter zips, like that's where we have a little bit more to work with here. Even, and maybe this is a bit of a hot take, you would have to know your girlfriend. The same thing is, I'm not going to tell you if you should buy her gold or silver jewelry. You should know that already, but I don't mind every now and then getting a women's fit t-shirt. I know a lot of people don't like women's fit t-shirts. Like, and again, I wouldn't wear it to bed, I wouldn't wear it to anything, but when you want to like layer with a jacket or some leather pants or something like that as like an under thing, and they fit a little bit nicer with your curves and all that sort of stuff, women's t-shirts, sometimes if you get a nice fit, snug fitting style, they're a little bit underrated in my opinion.
You know what? I'm right there with you. I love that. Like I cannot wear the baggy stuff. First of all, like it makes me look like a teenage boy, so we're not going to be doing that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like getting bullied on a daily basis. So I love the women's cut stuff, or even if it's just like size down. Like don't, if
Yeah.
she's a women's medium, do not buy her a men's medium shirt. Like don't do that.
No.
One of the things I think is really cool is an experience. So like what I find with like a lot of my friends who are interested in sports is that they're also experience driven. Like not a lot of us aren't like the material girly pops in the sense of like, do not buy us
It's a
something
massive
from
generational shift, 100%.
yeah, like I don't buy me anything from Hermes for Christmas. Like just don't do it. But it's like
No.
one of those things where I feel like an experience is super fun. So it's like I want to go to a hockey game. Like let's do that. Or it's let's go to a Raptors game, a basketball game, a soccer game, or whatever. Like, let's do something together. The other thing that I love from an experience perspective is like activity based stuff. So it's like, let's go to this place that's like, there's this place in Toronto called Pursuit OCR, and it's basically an adult play place. So there's like ball pits and like you hit each other with balloons and like you get to drink while you do it. Like it's basically an adult obstacle course. I love stuff like that because odds are if I'm super into sports, I'm also
You're
probably a
competitive.
sporty girl and I'm competitive,
Yeah.
which like again, super fun. It's an activity. It gets you to like do something together. And I think that that's a super cool way to not only like give your girlfriend something that she's going to enjoy, but it's also a way for you to connect, especially if you're in the beginning stages of your relationship. Doing something where you can like learn about each other and connect is a super fun way to like not only have fun doing the activity, but also to get to know your significant other. And I feel like that could be really important in a relationship. Like, can you go to an escape room and can you work together? Right? Instead of putting IKEA furniture together, can you do an escape room together? Can you work together?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fun little thing that isn't like a materialistic type situation.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more, it's a bit of a lower commitment too, right? I think that's the one thing that's hard about, especially early stages of relationships. We've all been there when you get into a relationship a little bit too close to Christmas time and you're like, oh my God, what do I do? And it's not, so something like that, again, where it's like,
It
it's not
me,
gonna feel
I
like
am
too
that
much.
girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's not fun. We're not having a good time over here. Let's be real with that. But something like even whether it's a hockey game, I understand that the affordability and even the fun and experience of going to a hockey game or a sports game in general is a bit different depending on where you are. Some places are not that fun to go to. It's too much of a pain. It's too much of a headache.
Toronto,
and the
not
atmosphere
fun.
Isn't that fun? No, exactly. And frankly, it's not that fun. And also, you have to spend $600 to just not have fun either, So it's like there are different areas, but
Yeah.
finding different places to go and stuff like that. And there are a lot of creative kind of options out there, and getting to know your person through those experiences is really massive. I think we live in a bit of a generation where, at the end of the day, my little diamond earrings, I know that they were $11 from Amazon. Nobody else will know that they're not Tiffany earrings, and I'm okay with that. And I think that's kind of a shift that we have just in our generation, where 100% spending habits and people's where they derive pleasure from has had a massive shift with millennials and Gen Z, where experience is everything. So I think, leaning into that, especially if that's, related to your person, I think is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, women we just want you to put effort in. That's really
Yeah.
what we're looking for here. Are you paying attention to the things that we like? Like bare minimum level situation. So like honestly, fantastic example. I like handwritten notes. Like, I think they're really cute. If my boyfriend got me whatever XYZ for Christmas, but he wrote me a really nice card, that would probably be the thing that I loved the most because that's something I would keep. It's something that would be meaningful. And I think at the end of the day, it's the thought and the effort that counts. And if you're dating somebody that only cares about materialistic things, then this conversation was definitely not for you, and
Yeah.
maybe some evaluation needs to be done because at the end of the day, I think it's not about that. It's about the thought. It's about were they paying attention? Are you paying attention to their interests and what they like? Because you should be doing the same thing. And that is our advice. We're handing you a lifeline to help with your holiday shopping this year.